Hey, it's Chronologically Gaming, the only channel that's perpetually retro because we're going to play every video game in order of release. Where else can you see a live show where someone is reacting to every video game as they're released in order? Let's see where we left off. It is 1979. We are trekking through, almost getting to the 80s, playing every other game that was released in 1979 at some point. We don't know the exact release day. So this is, the game we left up on was Sargon 2, which basically was a chess game for your home computer. Let's move on to our next game. It is Showdown in 2100 AD for the Magnavox Odyssey 2. At this point, we are trying to get to 1980. So this is all the rest of the games, and we'll be finished playing all the games from the 70s by the time we get done. So we're going through alphabetical order the rest of the games in 1979. So for Showdown in 2100 AD, this is the American version of what we played earlier in Europe called Gunfight. Let's take a look at the box for Showdown in 2100 AD. Shoot it out with other players or computer-controlled androids, which means we have a computer to play against us, since there's no one at home playing with me on my Magnavox Odyssey 2. And there is the screenshot. Oh, there's our cartridge. It's, again, the Odyssey 2 cartridges have the handle on top. Love it. And it explains what to do on the console itself by pressing number 1. Only one game on this one. We see lots of games at home that have multiple game modes, and this only has one. And that is all of our artwork. All right, so let's see if we do have a manual. This one is the, I'm going to say homebrew. Yeah, it's a homebrew manual. The European version of the Philips video pack, so I'm pretty sure we understand how to play this one, but let's boot it up. It's 1979, we're playing Showdown in 2100 AD for the Magnavox Odyssey 2. Where were you in 1979 when this was brand new? All right, so let's pull up the console. We push number 1 on the console. There's only one game we can play, and looks like, yeah, this one is played with, on the left side, I'm the blue cowboy. Look at the... he already got me on one shot. The sprite is amazingly large for the time, because we played a Shootout game in the arcade and then at the home console as well. All right, so... Oh, it has Ricochet going too. Okay, so on the blue cowboy on the left, they have a computer that is playing against me. Wow, apologies for the flashing lights. They are going nuts with the shots, but you can see I can ricochet off the... I ricocheted off the trees and shot myself. I'm the blue guy on the left, and... Oh, yeah. Oh, we got both at the same time. I can't believe it. I don't know if they call those trees, though. The last time we played this in Europe, they look more like psychedelic mushrooms. There we go. Finally got them. So you can see at the bottom of the screen, they're giving a score, 2 to 3, and I'm playing against the computer. If we had 2 people, no! Okay, I thought the ricochet would get me. Looks like the computer shot himself, so I got the point for it. And so they're scoring us at the bottom, who's getting the most? The computer shot himself again. So I'm the cowboy on the left. The person on the right is the computer-controlled character, and this is the only game mode. You can see it's changing every time we shoot and move in the trees or psychedelic mushrooms around. So they're advertising that as like the replayability. Every time you play, it's a different forest that you're in. But it's still the same idea. You run around and then you shoot someone else. So as far as what we've seen, the sprites are larger, but we're going to go ahead and give that one a 3-star, which is perfectly average for the time for 1979. One game mode is also the reason we're not going to rate it any higher. If they had more different ways you could play, like on the Atari, then we'd give it more than that. All right, so from the chat, Casey Kulkubi says, wow, the only game you win by not playing. If you play against the computer and they keep shooting themselves, then more points for me, I guess.